Is there anything better than an obscure retro video game that's been lost to the sands of time resurfacing on modern gaming consoles? Wanting to play an old game that costs $300 on eBay now is like getting punched in the gut for $5. It's just not worth it. But seeing a rare and expensive game show up for $8 on Nintendo's eShop is like finding a copy of Panzer Dragoon Saga at a garage sale. This is Baseball Stars 2 for the Neo Geo. Well, I guess technically the Nintendo Switch, but it was released for the Neo Geo back in 1992, and this game is freaking awesome.
Baseball Stars 2! Just playoff Baseball Stars 2!
Now look, I know what you're asking yourself. Is this game really worth the $8?
Are you mental?
With today's prices of retro gaming, a lot of older games have become inaccessible and unfortunately almost forgotten about, which is a damn shame because so many good games have fallen victim to this. The rarer the game and console were, the more expensive and obscure they are now, and no console is a better example of this than the Neo Geo. Some of these games cost over $1,000 for the original hardware, like this one, $3,600 for a complete in-box Metal Slug 4? Really, dude? But back then, you got what you paid for. These games are gorgeous. No past tense on that statement, my man. These games still look amazing. This was the true arcade experience at home. For comparison, the average Sega Genesis game was around 8 megabytes. Some games obviously being more as time went on, of course. Whereas the Neo Geo AES game cartridge sizes typically range from 32 to 90 megabytes. Talk about a significant difference, man. And that's what you're getting here, a significant difference from the rest of the 16-bit competition for its time. Baseball Stars 2 was released in 1992 at a whopping 68 megs. Too bad it wasn't one more, right? And on eBay, this thing costs $300 for a loose copy. So yeah, picking this up for $8 is a no-brainer. But let's just forget about the dollar amount for a second. This game is easily one of the best sports video games I have ever played. I too fell victim to the rarity of the Neo Geo back in the day, and I never got to play this game as a kid. I wish I did though, because this game would have been a staple for me and my brother. Man, just thinking about it, we probably would have played this every single day. But thanks to Hamster Corporation, they developed and published a series of emulated arcade games from the past 4 decades, dating all the way back to the 70s, in a series called Arcade Archives. A sub-series of Arcade Archives is called ACA Neo Geo, which focuses on re-releasing Neo Geo titles in their original arcade format. Fortunately for Baseball Stars 2, the Neo Geo and arcade versions are virtually identical, with the Neo Geo version being a direct port of the arcade game, which is what you're looking at right now. Now, the thing that makes this game so awesome is the over-the-top atmosphere and the simplicity of it all. There's only 2 modes, which is all you really need with a game like this. You got the pennant race for the one-player mode, and of course, your competition game mode where you can play against your buddy. But just look at this gameplay footage. The crowd looks amazing. Every character has its own unique personality. The commentary never gets old, and the colors are just amazing. Hell, even the music is fantastic. Sounds like something out of a Mega Man X game on the Super Nintendo. Check it out for yourself.
It's all right. By the pitch.
The simple controls make this an easy pick up and play game. This ain't MLB The Show, my man. This is classic 90s arcade style. While batting, A is to hit, B is to steal, and C is to bunt, and D is to power up your batter where he can use the power bat, which you can only use up to 5 times a game. I mean, it doesn't get easier than this. Power bats give you extra power for hitting, so it's up to you to pick and choose when the right time to use it is. Now, this actually adds a lot of strategy to the game because, for example, if you're down by 2 runs and you have a runners on second and third, yeah, now would be a good time to power up and use that power bat to drive in those 2 runs. Pitching is just like the classic 16-bit layout. The A button throws the pitch, and you can control the speed and direction with the joystick. I will point out that pressing up causes the ball to turn into a changeup, which helps a lot with striking out. If you hit a couple batters, yep, that's right, you're gonna get your ass kicked and get punched right in the face, which will render your pitcher weaker. God damn, this game is awesome. There's 12 teams to choose from, with 6 in each league. You have your Fighting League and your Exciting League. The main difference between the two is the difficulty. The Fighting League includes automatic fielding, where in the 3D perspective, fielders will automatically run towards the ball for you and attempt to field it, which of course will make life a lot easier while playing the game. Now as time goes on and you slowly become a seasoned salty vet, choosing the Exciting League will disable this option and make fielding manual. This offers more of a challenge and adds more replay value to the game in my opinion. An awesome feature in this game is that all the teams are categorized by their team's main strength. As you can see, some are better at hitting, whereas others are better at pitching, running, fielding, etc. Picking the right team to give you a slight edge in your weakness could be the difference between a few runs. Did I mention how awesome this game is? Jesus Christ, look at this! Overall, what you see is what you get. A fantastic arcade experience. I played a ton of baseball games in my life, and I gotta say, this is easily in my top 3. No questions asked. If I had to compare it to another baseball game of its time that people are familiar with, I would probably compare it to Ken Griffey Jr.'s Presents Major League Baseball on the Super Nintendo, only this game is way better. I mean, way better. The graphics are amazing, the animation is dripping with details, the home run presentation is so satisfying and therapeutic. This is a perfect pick up and play sports game and an absolute 90s arcade masterpiece. Is this game worth today's asking price? Well, if you're still saying no, well,